have to take part in reading. So we have Satoshi and Geek as our uh, characters. Who would you like to be here, Satoshi or Geek?
But I think we'll try to geek.
Okay, so I'll start. Have you thought of investing in bitcoins?
Not really such a risky investment. I wonder why others would take such a risk. What about you?
Yes, actually. I think that the value of Bitcoin will rise dramatically in the future. I've been following the trend and they don't seem too bad.
I'd rather invest in blue chip stock if I have money.
What about other stocks in the share market?
I'm not sure about what it would. I'm not sure what I could invest. Stock investment in general is a risky game.
True, but you could carefully study a company's annual reports and have a stockbroker help you out.
Yet, but we can't predict what the economy is going to be like. I will focus on increasing my assets, and invest in government bonds.
That's not a bad idea. Government bond is a stable investment. Okay, let's switch the role. I will be Geek, you are Satoshi.
Yes, okay. So, I just thought of investing in Bitcoin.
Not really. It's such a risky investment. I wonder why others would take such a risk. What about you?
Yes, actually, I think that the value of Bitcoin will rise dramatically in the future. I think when the trends and they don't seem too bad.
I'd rather invest in blue chip stocks if I had the money.
What about all the stocks in the share market?
I'm not sure what I would invest in. Stock investments in general is a risky game.
Sure, but you could carefully study companies' annual reports and have a stock broker help you out.
Yes, but we can't predict what the economy is going to be like. I'd rather focus on increasing my assets and invest in government bond.
That's not a bad idea. Government bond is a stable investment.
Okay, now let's talk about the role play. Why does Satoshi want to invest in Bitcoin?
He Satoshi wants to invest in Bitcoin because he thinks that the value of Bitcoin will rise dramatically in the future.
And why doesn't Geek want to invest in stocks in the share market?
Well, because he thinks that he's not sure about because he thinks that stock investment in general is a risky game.
Okay, instead of stocks, what would Geek rather invest in and why?
I think he could prefer invest in you know government bond.
Okay, now look back at the role play. Is there anything there that you would like to ask? Like confusing
But
words?
yes, I'm not really understand blue chip stock mean.
Okay, a moment. Let me check. What word?
Blue chip stocks mean.
Blue chip. Okay, we have it here in our definition. Blue chip stocks means shares of very large and recognized companies with a long history of stable financial performance. So shares of very large companies. So for example, we have like Channel, Gucci. So these are large companies. So that is blue chip stocks. If you have shares from this company, that means they invested or you invested in them. Okay, that is
Yes,
blue chip
yes.
stocks because they are already
But act,
uh, well organized. They have already long history. They have been in the business for quite a long time, and yet you were able to invest in them. So that is blue chip stocks. So, for example,
that is good.
in Vietnam, what are the famous companies? What are the stable companies? And then, if you are able to enter the company and invest in them, that is blue chip stocks.
Okay. There's a cash stock which is startup, which is refer to the big company, not just small company.
No, big companies, large companies,
Yes.
recognized companies.
Okay, understand that.
Anything else?
Yep. I think that's all.
All right. So if nothing else, then let's move on to the next part of the lesson, which is the grammar. So here, the grammar lesson we have there, the embedded WH questions. So this is a review from lesson 16. So what is an embedded WH question?
But it's a question in a question.
So this is a question that is included in another question or statement. All right. Now, when do we use embedded WH question?
When we want to ask the question indirectly,
Mm-hmm.
and
And
it's more polite.
okay. And embedded question format we have there main question plus interrogative plus the subject, then the verb, then the object.
Yes.
Okay. So we have here examples of normal questions versus embedded questions. Now, can you please read the examples from normal question statements to embedded questions?
Okay, so for example, normal question and statement like what is this? So the embedded question like do you know what time it is?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second one is where's the bar? And the embedded question is like can you tell me where the bar is?
Okay. So you are in the embedded question, you are making the question a little bit longer. Okay, longer.
Yes.
You're expanding the question. The normal question or statements you have is simpler. Like, what time is it? So instead of saying just what time is it, you say, do you know what time it is? So you have there, now the embedded question is what? So what is at the end? And we have, do you know? Do you know
Yes.
what time it is? It's double.
Yeah.
Where is the bar? Now, can you tell me where the bar is?
Yes.
Okay, now we have here common main questions to use with embedded WH questions. We have, do you know? Do you remember? Can you tell me? Or could you tell me? You can use this to make an embedded WH questions. So remember to always ask the main question before the embedded question. Ask first the main question before the embedded question. Okay, let us try. So we have here the grammar lesson, embedded WH, questions in statements, continued. Okay, can you please read from A to D?
We review the embedded question in a question. We're going to talk about
Embedded
embedded
question.
question in the statement in this section.
Okay, the first that you had was questions. Now this time these are statements. Okay, so we have here. Okay, remember that embedded Y questions ask about what, where, when. So the normal when WH questions. So we use embedded question in statements when we want to be indirect. So you have their examples of embedded questions and statements from the role play. Can you please read them?
Uh, with embedded question example right here.
Yeah, the examples.
Okay. I wonder why all this group take such a risk. Not sure what I could invest in. We can't predict what the economy is going to be like.
Okay. So I wonder why others would take such a risk. I'm not sure what I would invest in. We can't predict what the economy is going to be like. Okay, so you have the samples of common verbs when we use embedded questions and statements. So we have the verb statement with embedded questions, subject plus verb, and then embedded question. So the word wonder, can you please read the examples?
I wonder why she said that.
Okay, the embedded question is why?
Why she said that.
Okay, next. No.
Okay. The kids don't know what they are doing, and the third question is what they are doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Remember.
We don't remember. We don't remember where the house is, and the question is where the house is.
Be sure.
Next, I'm not sure when we are going to get there because of traffic. And the question is when we are going to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Find out. Let's find out what time the movie starts. And the question is what time the movie starts. She's thinking about how she's going to travel there. The question is how she's going to travel there. Forget. I've forgotten like why I did the thing in the first place. And the question is why this thing.
Okay. Now, let's try first here. So, can you try to create your own examples? So, go back first to the first one from the normal questions and statements to embedded question. Can you try to create your own question and make embedded questions? Any simple question.
Okay. So you mean I want to make one example
Yes, for the question
embedded
first.
question.
From the question.
For the question and the second one is for the statement.
Yeah. You go, okay.
Okay, for
Start
example.
first with the question and then second you're going to make for the statements. Okay.
Yes, okay. So for the questions like do you know where the cinema is?
Okay. So the normal question is,
The normal question is do you know
mm,
where
okay. Do you know where the seminar is, right? You say?
where the cinema is?
Okay. So do you know that is the embedded question. Now, what is the normal question? Where's the
Ah, okay. Where's the cinema?
Okay. So the invention, do you know? Or can you tell me? Or do you remember? Could you tell me? That is what you use for the embedded WH question. All right.
Okay, I got it.
For statements, try.
Okay. For statement. Well, I'm not sure where she is staying. I don't know. I'm not sure where she's living this year.
I'm not sure
Where she lives in.
where she's living.
Where she lives in this
Mm,
year.
okay. I'm not sure where she's again. I think you should say I'm not sure where she's going to live this year. This year,
Okay.
future.
Oh,
Okay. All right. So let's try from the example. You have here the grammar practice, embedded questions and statements. For letter A, you have there, I wonder why living expenses in Vietnam are becoming more and more expensive. So, what is the embedded question in this statement?
well, I think the embedded question is why living expenses in Vietnam are becoming more and more expensive.
Okay. All right. For letter B, let's think about how we are going to impress the investors. What is the embedded question in this statement?
It is how we are going to impress the investors.
Okay. Now, for letter C, create embedded questions and statements with the following subject plus verb. You have there, I wonder, I'm not sure, they don't know. Start first with I wonder.
Okay. I wonder why my father is here.
Okay. Next, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure what time the lesson starts.
Okay. They don't know.
They don't know where should they don't know where they should go this vacation this summer.
Okay. you. Now move on to the any question, by the way?
No, I like my
All
question.
right.